What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I just concluded over a 4-hour stream playing Showdown, and in summary, Strikerz just needs to reward skill. They need to go into gameplay and hammer out all of these exploits, because right now the only thing they're attracting is lower skilled players that can actually compete in this game and win, and that's not going to drive the player base where they want. Right now, as you can see, the players are low. It's not going in positive direction. The overall feedback of the game isn't very good, and that's because of these things I'm talking about. So if you could summarize it into what they need to do, it is reward skill, remove these exploits that reward players who get beat defensively or who can't create chances offensively. You give them chances to score goals with, for instance, head flick corners that can't be defended, with the ability to move the goalie without a precision type of shooting after a shot's locked in. So I'll show you more on that in a bit. But even the ways that a lot of us, including myself, are scoring. I'm not just talking about, those really ratty ways. I'm talking about first-time shot, fake shot into a shot on goal that typically always goes in because it triggers that, I guess you could call it snapshot, right? You receive it, first-time fake shot, change directions, your player basically floats, you go to score, and the defenders can't react. I have examples of it all through the stream where my opponent, their defenders were just frozen, and I was able to fake shot, first time receive the ball, turn and shoot, and score goals where the defender easily would have stopped it. In this play right here, the defender I'm controlling, an animation triggers on him to try to block the through ball, and he doesn't block it, but then my AI runs out of the way to go mark a winger who's not even involved in the play. The opponent goes through with an easy chance. They need to fix some of these nonsense glitches and exploits, because even though this is more of a rare one, look what happens here. I'm controlling the defender. Look, that step towards the ball, it was an animation. And then my AI is just totally running out of the way to mark a winger. Now that's Ferland Mendy, not worried about the player getting ready to run through on goal. He turns the other way to go mark a winger way out. That's not even close to realistic. And what happens is an opponent is rewarded even though he didn't earn a goal. If Mendy keeps going, he easily intercepts this ball, as I've done 100 times. But for whatever reason, in this particular game, which was wonky all game. So I don't know if it's the connection in certain games or what, but you can tell it's those games when the ball's rolling past your players, it's ghosting through players, all these goofy things. And sure enough, this was the only time it happened, but of course it rewards a player that ends up winning 3-2, that literally had 3 goals, as you've seen here. I think you've seen 2 of them. The third one was just the same. That was just nonsense. And I scored 2 legit goals from playing good football, which you also scored. That's the other thing. On top of the fact that they need to remove all those nonsense first-time fake shot receive goals, I tried to score legitimate goals, and I can. And when I do, it's excellent football and it's fun. And if every player would do that, the game would be fine. Unfortunately, that's just not realistic, because we know rats are just going to be rats. But then there's also those who don't understand how they're being rats. And this is a perfect example. Jay Banks, good guy, subscriber to the channel, or at least he was. And I played him twice now. Beat him defensively a lot. In this particular game, there's 4 different breakaways. You see here, after I lock in my shot, he moves his goalkeeper, which would be fine like in FC, where they have a precision shooting mechanism or a way to change your shot all the way to the last second. So if a goalie cheats to one side and you're going to that side, before you shoot the ball, boom, you change it to the other direction, you score. In UFL, once you lock in that shot and you're going in that direction, you can't change it again. And therefore, the goalie, he keeps moving, boom, he saves a ball that otherwise would have been a goal, and now he doesn't get scored on or punished for playing bad defense. No differently than the corner glitch, where the offense can flick on the ball and the defense can do nothing about it. They get an easy goal. Anytime one team can do something when the other team is locked out, that is an exploit that needs to be fixed. When you shut down an attack, and because my opponent can't break me down, this is what happens. He doesn't even engage with me. He scores a finesse shot from the top of the box without having to beat me at all. And of course, eventually you're going to score those when you have good players. He, just like me, put money in and has a team full of greens. So you see there. Now maybe I could have stepped on him a little bit closer. Okay, that's fine. But even let's give him that goal. And on the goalie movement, after a locked in shot when the attacker cannot do anything more, let's just say for argument's sake, okay, that's fine. He moved his goalie and my shot was locked in. That's fair though. it doesn't change the fact that all of these times I'm breaking through, the AI is making these saves that they otherwise wouldn't. There is no green time shot, so I'm not doing anything wrong there. I'm finishing the ball exactly how you should when you're on these breaks, and yet he gets a 1-0 win off of a long shot. And all of those breakdowns of his defense where I got clean through on goal with Haaland and Ronaldo, by the way, green skin Haaland and special skin Ronaldo, and his keeper is able to make the save, whether it's because he moved after I locked in my shot or the AI did it. Either way, those things must be fixed because it's not rewarding skill. There's nothing more the attacking team can do. If you lock in a shot and then the player moves his goalie after, you can't do anything. If the AI is saving shots from point blank and you're putting them, in the corner no different than you would any other game, what else can you do? But yet, on the other end, you come down, you stand in front of the defense, you don't engage, you press shot. Boom, you press a button. Which, again, would be fine on that end, and you could say, well, you got to step tighter. That would be fine. I get it if you're also putting the same emphasis on the ball going into the net when players actually break down the defense and get in on goal and have a much higher percentage chance to score. That's my whole point. You reward these shots where, you take them outside the box, they go in. However, a player breaks down a defense and gets into point-blank range where it's a much higher percentage chance to score, right? And the goalies are saving them far more often. So that's the problem. Whether these players realize it or not, nobody's going to put up with this, and this is going to drive your numbers down because it doesn't reward skill. Therefore, the only fix, like I said at the beginning, is UFL strikers must focus on rewarding skill and removing these exploits that allow lower skilled players to stay in games and even win games, because you could see where that's going. If that was a popular thing, UFL would be skyrocketing right now. Everyone would be playing. But you see the numbers going down, and they're going to continue going down if they don't fix this. Now, if they do, we're talking a ton of potential. So let's just hope they make the right decision and we start seeing an actual football game and not an exploit game. Keep grinding. Keep having fun. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.